Salve, salve, rapaziada. Beleza. Espero que meu áudio esteja bom. Bom, estou com um fone de PC. Espero que minha voz esteja boa aí. Meu áudio esteja bom. Deixa eu só ver uma coisa aqui. Ah, tá, beleza.
Okay, Sheriff. Here they are.
Tell the Marshal this ain't how we do things here. But I'll oblige him this once. All right. Let's see what we got.
Bom, rapaziada,
One of
não
you.
sei se eu pego o homem ou a mulherzinha, velho. Vou pegar a mulherzinha, mano.
Okay, you.
Vou pegar um
head through
diferenciado.
there. I'm gonna need your details.
Vamos colocar o nome, deixa eu ver, Josiclauda, vai? Não, mentira, Jorisvalda. Vou colocar Jorisvalda.
You aren't going anywhere, and neither am I.
Jorisvalda. Essa é Jorisvalda. Vamos ver a aparência. Cabeça. Cara, que merda. Que zoeira, mano.
Take the time and get this right.
Gostei desse. Tom da pele. Vou deixar isso aqui. Idade. Eu quero deixar ela novinha dela.
From what I hear, you
Colocar
ain't
18
leaving us
anos.
anytime soon.
Porte. Magro. Atlético. Médio. Pesado. Robusto. Vou deixar
We're
Atlântico,
gonna
vai.
need a fair record of you.
Não, vou deixar... vai Atlântico. Olhos e testa. Parece homem, velho. Vou deixar assim, vai.
Tell me
Nariz.
everything except that you're innocent. I'd find that hard to believe.
Vou colocar esse daqui, ó, torto. Não, não. Vou colocar torto mesmo, mano. Tô nem aí, não. Neutra, baixa, alta, beijoca, pequena, neutra. Vou deixar isso aqui mesmo, neutra. Maxilar e queixo. Caraca, velho, que é isso? Mano, parece homem, velho. Não sei porque que eu peguei mulher, mano. Na moral. Se eu pegasse mulher...
You're lucky you were caught, you know.
Eu jurava, mano. Se eu pegava mulher, homem, ia ser mulher. Se eu pegasse mulher, ia ser homem. Na moral. Não dá pra ver, velho. Bochechas. Deixar o suda. Dentes. Eu não acredito. Eu não acredito. Dourados, lengaços, caipira. Tudo podre. Banguela. Matuta. Mordedores. Vamos deixar dourados, pelo mais é foda. Mano. Nossa! Black Power, moleque.
Okay then.
Velho. Meu Deus, velho. Acho que eu vou deixar assim, mano. Não, velho. Vou ter que deixar melhor, mano. Deixar isso aqui mesmo. Pelo cabelo, velho. Vou deixar ruivo, mano. Mano, eu vou deixar tudo... Sei lá, velho. Estilo de vida, mancha. Já é. Velho, eu não sei qual que eu pego, velho. Vida ou fôlego? Olhos da morte. Sinceramente, eu não tô ligado. Vou deixar assim, vai. Confirmar. Você precisa distribuir os pontos de atributo. Velho, na moral, eu não sei, velho. Deixa assim, né?
Fine. Go and get your picture took. Place your palms by your chest now for me. Here we go.
Jorisvaldo 55768.
Jackson! Officer Jackson, move those prisoners! Officer Benton! Kitchens aid staff! Officer Townsend, those rocks ain't gonna break themselves. What are you standing there for? Get moving! What are you looking at? Go on, get moving!
You with the hammer? And you'll do. We need to perform a work detail out in roads. Come on, get in. Open the gate. Come on, Milliken. Yeah!
I tell you what, old Jameson is a wretched, sour old bastard, and no mistake.
You lot stay calm in there.
We weren't saying nothing.
Well, you are now. Shut up.
You know, my wife has acquired ideas significantly above her station. She's been reading too many goddamn books. Personally, I'm against education. Of women, I mean. And men, I guess. Unnecessary. Doesn't add much to the world. Education.
Good day, gentlemen.
Oh.
Don't do anything stupid. Nobody gets shot. Act like fools, and the pair of you will be dead within a minute. Now, what are your names?
Jenkins and Milliken.
Well, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken, throw your guns to the ground and get on down here. That's it. Very glad to meet you. It's not worth being rash. You boys get paid a salary. You get that salary whether these people escape or not. Your wives presumably want you alive. Let them out. Now, please.
Okay.
You all run away. Aside from you. Try to stay out of trouble. This is a stroke of good fortune for all of you. Use it. Now, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken, be so kind as to quickly run away before somebody gets shot entirely unnecessarily. Go on, don't look back. Mr. Wendt, I believe it was $50 we agreed on.
It was.
Here's 50 each.
Each?
Yes. Now get out of here, both of you. My employer and I appreciate your professionalism.
All we did was stand there and look tough.
And you did it fantastically well. Good day, gentlemen. Now, ma'am, how about you pick up these guns, and we move out? My mistress is waiting for us. Come along. And you better get on this horse. not much of an animal, but I haven't got far to ride. Just get on the horse when you're good and ready, okay? It ain't time for you to ride
Ah,
off on
moleque,
your
tô
own.
começando a gostar.
Not quite yet. Now come along. Ready? Wonderful. I hope you'll forgive the secrecy. My employer particularly values discretion. My name is Mr. Horley, by the way. 6 months at Sisika Penitentiary, awaiting a hanging for a murder you did not commit. Must have felt a whole lot longer, my friend. You still seem strong, though. I mean, doesn't look like breaking all those rocks has left you entirely broken, in body or in spirit. I hope I am right about that. Rounding you folks up, and those sham trials, they were a disgrace. Made a mockery of the rule of law. Still can't quite believe they got away with it. There's others convicted when you were. Came out breathing fire. Maybe you're like that too. Guess we'll see. You're just up here. There's the camp. Hit your horse. Tie it here. This way. She's anxious to meet you. Madam, we're back.
Hello. Jessica Leclerc, how do you do? What did you tell her?
Nothing, as we discussed.
Thank you, Horley. I do hope we haven't inconvenienced you dreadfully. But seeing as you were due to be hanged in a week, I'm sure you don't object too strongly. I know you're innocent. Well, not perhaps exactly innocent, but not guilty of what you were accused. I know you and those who were with you that died were little more than patsies, and that you were set up by one of 3 men or a woman, possibly by all of them. I can't be sure, but that is all I know so far.
And one of these people also made Mrs. Leclerc a widow.
And I will avenge my husband's death, so help me God. But I will not avenge it upon them who did not cause it, or caused it unwittingly. Anyway, I'm sure this is all a touch confusing and melodramatic. Where are my manners? Horley, please show our guests to their tent and give them some fresh clothes to put on.
Very good, madam.
Then serve us both a little refreshment.
Certainly, madam. This way. You'll find a change of clothes in there, alongside a few other items you might need, a lasso, a knife, and a lantern, I believe.
Nossa, agora a parte mais foda, velho. Chapéus. Lógico que eu vou colocar assim chapéu. Bandana, colete. Vamos colocar esse daqui mesmo. Calma aí. Visualizar. Maneiro, vou colocar esse aqui mesmo. Camisas. Deixa esse daí. Suspensórios. Suspensórios cruzados. Vou deixar esse aqui, velho. Só pra destacar, tá ligado? Luva. Lógico que eu vou colocar essa. Vou colocar essa daqui. Nossa, mano. Vai ficar muito massa, velho. Equipamentos para armas. Não tem como colocar, hein? Não sei porquê. Luva, equipamentos para usar. Calças. Calça jeans. Não vou colocar aquele vestido, velho. Nem a pau. Bota. Ah, moleque. Vou colocar esse daqui de lenhador. Vou colocar esse daqui. Proprietário. Não, vou colocar esse daqui, né? Esporo. Ah, já acabou? Ah, macacões. Vou deixar assim mesmo. Saia. Não. Só isso só. Modificar. Vou deixar fechar. Mangas da camisa. Dobradas, normais. Deixar dobrada. Bota. Dentro. Ou fora. Vou deixar dentro, velho. Já é. Tô pronto já. Sair do guarda-roupa, finalizar suas roupas iniciais. Tem certeza que já saí? Sim. Ah, moleque. Aí sim, aí agora ficou bonito. Agora ficou muito massa.
Hawley,
Here, madam.
you're very good health. I suppose it beats dying, hmm?
Mrs. Leclerc's husband was murdered by one of his business partners.
And I intend to find out which one. Or rather, I intend for you to find out. And kill them. You're the only person I could possibly trust to do whatever it takes. Because you and your accomplices, you're the only other victims of their lies still alive. You see, you walked into the town at approximately the same time my husband was shot in the back, but by another gun, firing different bullets to those you possessed when you were arrested. These bullets, this was their mistake. You were rounded up and sentenced to death, all because you came to town and didn't talk too much and seemed like you were nasty. Anyway, here they are, the people who run Blackwater. Mr. Jeremiah Shaw, banker, real estate speculator, and crook. Mr. Amos Lansing, ranch owner, speculator, and crook. Mrs. Grace Lansing, his wife, society patroness, lover of the arts, crook, and my former best friend. Teddy Brown, her disgraced brother, outlaw, wanted man, and still in contact with them. All I ask of you is your help in finding out quite what happened.
Mrs. Leclerc would like to help you get back on your feet. Get back to work.
Whatever your work may be, I don't judge. You want to rob? Rob. You want to save innocent folk? Do that as well. But you need me just as much as I need you. I think we all understand each other.
I hope we do.
Good. I look forward to rewarding you for killing those who made me a widow. My husband was a true believer in this country and in the West. He was killed for greed. Foul greed when there's quite enough for everybody. I don't care what your scruples are as to killing. I will take the full burden of that sin upon my shoulders. Goodbye, for now. Then Hawley, go introduce her to nice Mr. Cripps.
I think you'll like Cripps well enough. He's long past his prime, of course, but he hasn't gone entirely crazy just yet. And he will help you, better than most of his ilk. Cripps, get up.
Hello, partner. Harley.
This is your new boss.
Oh, pleased to meet you, partner. J.B. Cripps at your service.
We'll pay to get your camp established. Mrs. Leclerc is a generous benefactor.
And, where are we headed?
Oh, and, madam, while Cripps is establishing your camp, perhaps you can go to the station and see the clerk, then head to see Clay Davies. He's a horse thief and, not a terribly nice one. Then meet Cripps back at your camp.
See you shortly, boss.
Good luck.
long time. I've been waiting on that winning streak for some time.
Hello. You must be a Horley's friend. He's one of us. He said you are also a discouraged creature. Now, I will be honest. I try not to talk too much to women. Well, let's leave that. Alden, that's me. Horley insisted you was okay. I'm very discouraged. See, anyway, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Sort of. I find your reticence charming. Real charming. I heard you might want to earn a little extra money. Well, some gentlemen have been robbing our stages, and they are not part of the club, if you catch my meaning. If you can make them go away, I'm sure they will have something of interest to you. They're up at Blue Water Marsh. See what you can do, okay? Here, by the way, a catalog. The latest issue. Just came into this armpit from a land more civilized. And if things work out, well, my colleagues and I move around these stations as needed. And all of us are very discouraged. We will all help you with pertinent information, even if you are a lady. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Take this. It's a map. Just be.
Yep. Yeah. Reverend! You here, Reverend?
What's called up?
Mr. Morgan, I took your advice, sir. I took your advice.
Then your god has finally deserted you. What you talking about?
I took your advice, sir. I have removed myself from Morpheus's embrace. No more shall I sink, sir. I am free.
Sure. I'll play a few hands.
Well, sit yourself down then. I'm Luther. This is Marvin.
Fortunate for you both for being gentlemen about this.
Same goes for you.
So, how you two know each other anyway? Don't seem like the likeliest of friends, if you don't mind me saying.
We go a long way back.
And now you're his chaperone?
I guess it's something like that. Can we play?
He can't be no real clergyman. He committed about 5 cardinal sins just in that chair you're sitting in.
I think he used to be. He's drifted a little in recent years. Life is a challenge to all of us.
Can you imagine him at the pulpit? If he could stand up.
On the fourth day, he turned water into whiskey, and I don't remember much after that.
He's a decent fella going through a bad time. Disrespect him again, and you'll find yourself in a bad time, too.
All right, all right. Just trying to have a little fun here. It is a game, after all, mister.
In your own time.
Come on, let's get this going.
Is that it?
There you go.
Pile of crap. Not looking good.
Yeah.
Hellfire.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Gentlemen, this is getting too rich for me.
Sit down.
Oh, I'm done, friend. It's been a real education. Come on, Rip. Where is he? Where'd he go?
Who?
The Reverend. Where it? Excuse me, gentlemen. Excuse me, I'm sorry. You see a drunken idiot, a priest, wandering about?
Sure, we saw him, smelt him, and avoided him. He went that way, I think.
Thanks.
Guy looked kind of crazy, mister.
Well, you have no idea. Come on, boy. Yep. All right, get your hands off him.
Just say to me.
I didn't say a word.
You'll keep.
You stay out of it.
Get your hands off him now, you son of a bitch. One more?
Come on!
You think you're tough?
Oh my God, you killed him. I'm gonna keep the law on you.
Hey, you! Get back here! I said stop, damn it!
Okay, okay. Please, don't hurt me.
Tell anyone what you saw back there? You're a dead man. You understand me?
Yep. I won't tell a soul. I promise.
On second thoughts, you can give me all your money, too. Get a move on.
Okay, here, just take it. Just please let me go.
That'll have to do. Out of my sight. Reverend! Get off the damn tracks! Just a simple mistake. You can still be saved. What have you done with your foot?
It appears to like this place and wants to stay.
Get your foot out of here. Twist your leg, you drunken bastard.
Help! Help me, or we're both dead!
What have you done with your foot? It appears to like this place and wants to stay.
Get your foot out of here! Twist your leg, you drunken bastard! Get it! Come
Thank you, sir.
Oh, no, you don't! What the hell is wrong with you?
What the hell is wrong with you? Throwing me off a bridge?
Okay, boy. Yeah.
A flush of diamonds.
Ah!
Kippers, please.
Giddy up.
How are you? I'm surviving. Glad to hear it.
You better sleep your way to salvation, my friend.
What happened?
Just the usual.